huge update for you of everything that's going on and what's happening. I've got some really great client updates for you guys coming into the Skool group and things like that. So I just want to make sure that you guys can see me on video. We're going to do this on video today, as well as show you the deck and all the stuff that I made. You guys should be able to see my screen now. I'm going to give you guys a link to my YouTube channels from here. So I should probably subscribe to myself. And then I would highly recommend that you subscribe to those, because that's where a lot of the updates and things are going to be coming from there. So that's that link. And then this will be, some of these videos are cringe to me now because we were testing things working. Some of them are great. Some of them just don't look good. I didn't like what happened with this. So we've adjusted things. And as Ilya said, hey, my new YouTube videos look good. That's because I've actually hired, this is going to go away too. I don't even look back. See, I haven't even seen this video. But you can see some of the older ones. I've got some of the new ones that are coming out. Subscribe to this channel as well. And a lot of my marketing stuff's going to go to the Jeff Hershey channel. And then you can see that, the other YouTube channel is going to have everything from there. Daniel says 404 link. Interesting. Let me figure out how to share that from there. Let me just go through and see. Hold on. Let me just open it in a new browser real quick. Hold on a second. Let me just open this and see if I can get it to work. Look, I've hired people to do all this stuff. So I'm not. So yeah, I might have just pasted the wrong link in here. So that might be it. So try that, Daniel. And if you have an issue, I'll put those links in on the replays as well. So that's where we're going with this. I've got some really great updates and things for you guys today. So I want to dive into it. I've got 2 hours blocked off for this for me, but realistically, this should be about 45 minutes or so to go in. And I want to give you updates of like, hey, if you bought the review snapshot, this is how it all ties in. Updates that we've done to Reviewly over the last several months. And things that are coming for the rest of this year that are going to be guaranteed in the next couple of weeks for you, and some other ways that you can make more money with Reviewly as we go from there, which I think is highly important for each and every one of you to understand. Is like, we're here to make you money. You make money when I make money when you make money in here. We want to have more people in the system. We want to get set up. We're going to do some pricing updates and things like that. And if you're on this call and you're watching it live through about 2 weeks from now, maybe a little longer, depending on like how busy I am in my schedule now that I've moved and got everything set up, the pricing model is going to change. The homepage of Reviewly is going to get updated and a couple other things from there. So it would be in your best interest, if you're watching this and going through, to subscribe and become a member of Reviewly now, before the number of locations at the price that's going to be on the site goes drastically down. We had the pricing that got us up and running. I'm happy with it, but the value proposition that we bring is significantly greater with all of these updates. So what that means is I either have to raise my prices or lower the number of locations that you get for the price, which is what we're going to be doing from there. So I'm going to give you guys a path to more reviews, more trust, and more visibility with your clients. We are entering in the second month of the quarter. So we've got basically 60 something days left of the year. Realistically less than that, because you've got Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas Eve, Christmas. Those are all dead days. So you got 50 something days, 45 days, we'll call it, to really get off your ass and to make things work for the business owners. We did this in the summer with our review surge. And if I show you how we're updating the software and what's in there now for you, you're going to see how adding in the review snapshot, plus tying in Reviewly, plus tying in all the new devices and everything that we have, really makes a difference. You're going to be able to create a predictable review and revenue engine for the client. You're going to build trust. I'm going to stop now. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a story of this about building trust with a client. This is real time. It's happening as of like 2 hours ago. It happened in the last 60 days, but I'm a consultant for a major 8-figure company. And that company has hired me to come on to work for them. I get paid 5 figures a month. I don't give you guys the exact number, but I get paid at least 5 figures a month on this to come in and help them manage their marketing online, to connect with HubSpot, talk about backlinks, SEO, reviews. Like we talked about Trustpilot just the other day. And I would say he got swindled in a way. I think he got overhyped, got excited on a package that was a significant amount of money and was overpromised and then failed to deliver, basically, any true real lead value. And the goal, the objective from the beginning was lead. So I've come in, I've been with this company for 6 months or so, and I've shown that, I can do what I say I do when it gets done and things like that. Well, in the last 48 hours, this company knows that they're about to get fired. They may get sued. They may get a chargeback for multiple 5 figures on the balance of things like that. and they started attacking, they didn't have access, or, they needed to pivot. They didn't show up with the information of knowing the traffic source and what they were going to drive, and from there. Well, as of yesterday, they started attacking me of like, well, does Jeff know what he's doing? Jeff, this, the other thing. And I was getting screenshots from the owner. And instead of going and like, it obviously, my blood pressure goes a little bit higher, and, it raises the hair on, on your skin, things like that. And I'm a little aggravated that I'm even being questioned, but whatever, like, it is what it is. It's a tactic. It's kind of like that crazy ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend text. It's just a long thing. And I'm not even sure if he got responded to, but I just kept getting the responses back. And it was basically like, does Jeff know he's doing this and the other thing? Well, I got an owner from the business owner called me this morning after my daily stand-up. And he's like, talking to me about this guy, and already knows he's not paying him, and he's going to try to meet with him tomorrow and try to sell him on it. I'm not worried, because he goes, well, yeah, I need you to build this other website for you this week, and this guy's gone, and this, the other thing. So I already created trust with this business, and he trusts that like I know what I'm talking about as we're going through. So that was a great little add-on, thing for me to understand. When you have trust with a business owner and they know that you can deliver on the results that you're going to bring them, it makes a huge difference. So by having the review snapshot, by having Reviewly and the devices, look, you are going to be giving them positive momentum in some way, shape, or form, which means that you are doing what you say you're going to do. You might not be able to deliver on everything away, because like a website build might take 3 months. SEO could take 6 months to kick in, things like that. But when you actually can deliver just the small stuff, it lays the foundation so it's concrete for you. And I just proved that literally in the last 48 hours, based on whatever trauma is going on over here in this other business that I consult. I'm stable. And I got the warm fuzzy this morning because I got the phone call. I didn't text him yesterday on the side. I didn't call him. I was in a group thread with me and another marketer that I'm teaching in their company. I'm bringing them up as like one of their CMOs. And it was just interesting to see. So I know that if you can build trust and help boost the visibility of these businesses, and you're driving growth, even if it's just review growth, which is something that you can control, it is something that you have the ability to manage and have insight on, then you can stick for a long time. What is the best way to do that for a lot of these businesses now? Generate them reviews. Get them 10 reviews in 10 days. You don't need 136 hours or anything like that. Don't go crazy. Get them something that just makes sense to them, where they see positive progress, positive momentum as we go. All right. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to jump in and go through the presentation and walk you guys through step by step as we get in. So Walt says, hey, turn the camera so you can see your slide. Yep, doing that now. And then why does this matter now? I should be off camera. You guys should be able to see my screen. Look, you're in the fall window. Mark says soft pitch. Yeah, obviously I got to have something for you guys. Like, you guys are going to want to get in if you're not in. Why this matters now. We are in the fall pitch, or sorry, the fall window now. Ad campaigns in November and December are going to suck. So if you're doing paid per click ads, when e-commerce spikes this quarter in Q4, you're going to see lower ROAS if you're doing ads. Business owners are taking a look at what's going to impact them now and into Q1. So the next few weeks are going to basically decide who shows up when a business is doing their search at the top of the Google Business Profile search. From there, so this is a great window before Black Friday. You could even run a pre-Black Friday sale now and get yourself clients by using that review surge process. You can build trust, and you do it at scale. When you're doing review generation, reviews become the currency of credibility. So this allows you during this quarter to get them results, because when you get into November for Black Friday, so you've got you actually got 4 weeks, because the 27th is Thanksgiving and the 28th, which is my birthday, is going to be 4 weeks from tomorrow. So that lets you know that you've got 1 month to get them results, because once Black Friday hits, they're going to be busy. Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, all those great things. You've gotten them results, and you've put a system in place for that surge. Hey, we're going to run a review surge now, so that you have this process in place when Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday happening, depending on the business that you're talking to, for you to capitalize, because you're not doing it amongst the rush. It's already built into the system of who you are as a business and a business owner, and how you've put this and baked this into a process to generate reviews. Now, for you as the agency, when they start doing that, what that does is it shows that in this time of year, you're getting them results, and it sets you up when they're looking at their marketing budget for Q1. They've got a process in place they don't want to get rid of from there. This is your window of opportunity. Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys understand why this is super important now in the next 4 weeks to go out there and do that. So while other folks are waiting to run a Black Friday special, if you guys ever noticed, I mean, you only do it once a year, but if you've noticed, I actually run my Black Friday sale the week before Black Friday or the month of Black Friday. And if you've noticed, Amazon, Walmart, all those other major competitors and companies, they start running Black Friday week sales the Monday of Black Friday. They're extending it longer and longer. So you want to be able to do this now, get in the window, build the process, and here's a great outreach thing. You have a reason to reach out to any lead and any client now and tell them why this matters to them. Now, that's going to be huge. So let's dig into what I'm going to talk about today. This is going to be a short, powerful, getting your implementation ready type training. We're talking a little bit more about the review surge. This is about getting momentum. I'm going to show you the tools and things that you can use to get results fast. We'll talk about our fall Reviewly update. We have smarter AI system. We have an overall sleeker experience, and I have some agency enhancements for you as well. And I know, Dom, you're on the call. So if anything I misquote, because Dom actually manages the product development on this, just put it in the question box and I'll fix it later for you guys. We'll do a review snapshot sum up. We'll basically talk about how you can lock folks in with the snapshot, and then how it's a great 1-2 punch to create predictable MRR, plus what's coming in a little bit later this month. And I'm going to give you your complete flight plan of what we're doing to allow you to scale to bigger businesses as well. So I was running this over the summer, a review search challenge, how to get 10 reviews in 10 days. I got clients that have 1,300 plus reviews on Trustpilot. They have 1,500 plus on Google. They can average anywhere from 3 to 30 reviews a week. Here's the deal. The momentum starts with an ask. And then when they build that process, it happens very quickly. You want to create a sprint mentality. Hey, look, before Black Friday happens and you have Small Business Saturday and you guys have a surge of business, we want to run your review surge training at least 1 week before to get this into the habit pattern of your clients, of your staff, for when you have your clients and customers come through the door. That is going to be part of our 1, 2, 3 system. You've got the physical review plates and tap cards. So Daniel, this is what we were just talking about on our call the other day, you and I. We have the physical plates. We have the tap cards from there. Also, inside of our account, one of the new features that we've released, and we actually did it in Q3, is our digital QR links. They're trackable links inside of the software, which means that you can now add a QR code to email signatures. You can put a review link into emails if you want to use them. We still do not, and we will not be sending emails from our system. But if you have a client that's got HubSpot or a follow-up thing and they're like, hey, we want to email as well, put this link in there. It'll go straight to the Google Business Profile and let them leave a review from there. Plus, we have our AI-powered SMS that does the initial feedback request and follow-up and keeps the experience fresh it gets the experience feedback while it's fresh in the customer's mind. Here's the biggest thing about Reviewly, and I've been doing this for a while now in Reviewly, about 3 years. In review space, about 10 to 14, somewhere between 10 and 15 years now. It's about simplicity. Your goal is not to have the business owner in here every day. Your goal is the business owner to see updates and alerts that you're doing your job, but they don't have to manage it from there. Because when you set up a process with one ask across multiple channels, it creates the results that you're looking for. That's how I have clients that have 1,300, 1,500 reviews or adding 20, 30 a week because of that. This is my 3-step search system. First of all, you want to drop it. You want to put and deploy a review plate, the QR link, and you want to work with your client based on when they close the deal. So is it the check at a restaurant where they can use a tap card. I actually, when we were down in Cabo, we had my friend, he actually is a client. He's in the system. You guys have seen him. He actually uses a picture of the card for me, and he sent it to everybody to ask for the review after we told him that the dinner that he had made us was great, right? He's like, hey, would you friends mind leaving me a review? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, do your deal, dude. From there, so I got to see it in action. The dude's got 87 reviews in a year. Like, this is a small private chef. He does not do a ton of business. So it works from there. If you have a dealership, or if you have a process like insurance, where once the deal's closed, you can tie in all of these different options to drop it, the check-in, check-out process, home service companies tap to go from there. That's where you want the highest intent of them potentially leaving a review. Secondly, you want to ping them. We have already built into our system the short personalized SMS feedback requests. You guys know that. It's already in there. You want to do this within the first 24 to 48 hours. And after 48 hours, we don't even do any follow-up because it drops off significantly from there. And we have some advanced AI stuff, which I'll talk about here in a little bit, but you've seen that. Then you help them boost. You monitor the review surge. This is your portion to get them up and running to lock in a long-term client, because you let the AI draft the review draft for them, or you help the business owner respond properly, educate them on that process, and you can step back. What I like to tell the business owners, hey, it's 3 simple actions, 1 repeatable playbook. This is my review playbook. It works because it meets the customers when they're there, and we remove every potential friction item that we can at every step. We remove the friction at every step. That's how we generate reviews for our clients very, very quickly from there. Now, I power the surge with Reviewly, and I highly recommend that you do too. It's automation with a human touch. That's the big thing. I do not allow the software to automate and be completely hands-off where it's bots talking to bots. The business owner has to have input in this and has to have oversight. We use SMS because it's got a 96% read rate in the first 3 minutes. I love the physical devices. As a matter of fact, I only have 2 on me now, because when I was down in Cabo, some of the folks I was golfing with, one owned a business, one was an agent, wanted to be an agency, and it wasn't intentional, it was just organic conversation. They actually purchasing, and they've got my review devices that I brought with me down there, and I'm waiting for my next batch to be shipped from Phoenix to San Diego for me. With the review devices, they can tap or scan the review. It goes instantly to the Google business profile, and it allows the customer to redirect. You can get a review in less than 10 seconds. And for my goal is 0 login friction. If you have a physical device and you have automation set up and you're texting the reviews to the business owner, they don't have to log in. You just get results from there. You and the business owner have full control over everything, and you guys have seen this as part of the way the system works. When we talk about doing a review surge, and we talk about how everything should be working and moving forward in a very positive manner, this is the key. Simplicity is the key, streamlining as we get to go from there. So to make it even better and more powerful for you as a business owner, here's what we've done. We've just updated and released the fall update. I'm going to give you some of the highlights of what's in the software. We've improved the overall AI experience, and we've made it a sleeker, smoother experience. Back in Q3, just a couple of months ago, we fully refreshed the UI and the UX and increased the mobile speed of the site. We know that every second counts. We want to make it easy. So we did a complete refresh. As a matter of fact, we actually re-recorded all of the videos, not with me, but with a professional, to go out and make this look as high enterprise quality as possible. In addition to that, I came across a couple of issues or hurdles or just technical complications, if you will. The feedback loop having some gaps with the customer experience is what I'll say. I had a client, I think I talk about him. So Dan, he owns a watch repair company, okay, in Scottsdale, Arizona. I can't even say here in Scottsdale, Arizona. He owns a watch repair company, and he paid me for Google Business Profile, paid me for reviews. He's got a review sticker on his mobile van. He's done he's done my wife's watch, my timepiece, a couple of my Breitlings, a couple of things like that. So I see the way he works, and I'm also in his account. When we ran his review surge, and this is how the new update to Reviewly ties in with the review surge, we hit some issues. I'll be completely transparent with you, and I always am. We hit some issues. What I was receiving back was, you did a great job, Dan. So as you guys all know, in the Reviewly flow, we ask for 1 to 5 feedback in the text messaging. Thanks for working with, Time Traveler Watch Repair or whatever, Time Traveler LLC. How was your experience with Dan today? How would you rate us 1 to 5, 5 being the best? We're expecting a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 5. Well, I was getting back, that was great, Dan, 10. Or, hey, I got a question on this. Or people like literally just texting back like they were texting, even though we gave them specific instructions. So what we've done is we've added new contextual understanding with the AI. It now grasps conversations with really great relevance. We also, Dom did this, I did not, this is what having a great team does for you, is because he's in the software every single day. This is just as much his baby as mine at certain points. He's like, well, what if they ever ask for the review link any part of the process? They forgot it. Well, if you at any point in that process ask for the Google Business Profile link, the AI will give it to you there from that point. Now, this is a key thing. If you're part of the review snapshot, if you're part of Reviewly before the pricing comes in, you're going to get this upgrade for free. We're unlocking it for you. However, after, when I talk about in the last slide, that the price is going to be going up in a couple of weeks, so you're going to want to get in today. Here's my soft pitch. Whoever said, Dan, you will not pay for this upgrade. Otherwise, this will be a paid upgrade. In addition to that, you as an agency, because I'm creating as a paid upgrade, you will have the ability to turn this on or off for your clients as a paid feature. How cool is that? You can charge them more inside the software and add more value to your client and add a higher MRR. If that's cool, let me know. Cool in the chat. From there, comment that. Like if you want to upgrade, give me the dollar signs if you guys want to be able to charge more money for a slightly improved service. Actually, it's a greatly improved service, but a marginally easy setup from there. So I got Owen and Daniel, a couple of you guys put it in the chat from there. So here's what it looks like. So this is one of our clients that we use for testing. And as you can see in the first one to the left here, hey, it's Robert with Alba Bins. And then you can see that somebody wrote back, hey, service was amazing. In the past, our system would have been like, hey, somebody's going to reach out to you, because that was the quote unquote other response from here. Well, now the AI can read that sentiment and it knows that I was happy, and it sends me the link and then offers me the AI system response from there. A bunch of you guys gave me money signs, thumbs up, all that stuff. Now, what if somebody says I'm unhappy? Look at the middle one. I was disappointed in the service, pickup, drop off, of the bins were late. Now you can see that somebody left a negative response. It wasn't a 1. And I saw this a ton last year. So we fixed it. We upgraded the system. This will be a paid agency upgrade. You will get this for free. If you're in, we will grandfather you in. If you were part of the review snapshot, if you're part of Reviewly before the middle of November when the price goes up. So it would be a good idea to use the link that I gave you guys earlier to get in. And I'll explain that here in a little bit. And then obviously at any point, can you send me the review link? It will send you the review link from there. That's how it sets it up. It sends a direct review link to that business. Those are going to be upgrades that you guys can use. So Rick, if we're already a Reviewly agency, is this just included in our current plan? Great question. Yes, because if you are in now, we are unlocking this, and everything else I'm going to show you today will also be unlocked until the price change. So yes, I'm going to be charging more for this, and you can be charging your clients more for this. I would actually run a pre-Black Friday sale with the review surge and the new AI upgrade. I've now given you 2 reasons, not 1, but 2, to reach out to your clients now on why they need to be doing this in the early parts of November to get ready for Black Friday. Give me a yes or no if you guys understand what I'm talking about with that. Number 1 reason, hey, we're going to run a review surge. We're going to put a system in place. We want to generate you more reviews before the holiday hits, so that when it hits, it's already in there. I got 2 yeses. Perfect. Give me some more, or put a yes in the comments and we'll go from there. Then I would offer this as what I just did for you. We're going to grandfather you in. We are launching a brand new AI update. Here's what it looks like from there. And then maybe Dom we can create a slide deck or something like for you guys, or we'll just give you the screenshots with the AI contextual upgrade and the intelligent link delivery. You get that included in your current package if you stay with us, or if you join my review surge before the Black Friday offer from there. We'll see what we can do. Now, In addition to that, I think you guys understand that I do sell this. This is my baby. This is where we're at. We've had clients internationally. Obviously, I only speak English and very little Spanish, so I'm not having conversation or things like that. However, our clients speak multiple languages. So we included in the system for the AI to be able to detect the language that somebody is responding into and help improve the overall SMS conversations with that system from there. So that will, if somebody responds in French, the system will actually start speaking back or returning that message to them in French. We had that because one of our first international clients was in Montreal, which speaks English and French. And it's rude if somebody speaks to you in French to respond in English. Now, one of the big key highlights here, and Dom clarified this for me yesterday, is the default canned messaging in our system will remain whatever the primary language is. And because there's no way to change that from there. However, we do have multi-language detection. In addition to that, there are times where a client will receive 5 stars, but no comment. And in the past, the AI isn't sure what to write or how to respond to that when it comes to a thank you for somebody that left 5 stars. Well, the system now can handle that and actually respond appropriately to somebody that only leaves a rating, but no text context review from there. Those are some of the bigger upgrades that are in the system from there. They're friction removal tools. This makes the entire process a lot more smooth, effortless, and because of the AI conversation that's now happening, it's almost like an AI review agent is built in here. It knows a language to speak. It knows when you want the review link. It knows how to set up the contextual messaging. From here, it will allow you to then have that conversation with the business owner from there. Does that make sense to everybody as we go? Give me a yes or a no. It says great, says Jana. And then if you're working with clients in more of a service business, Deborah, less volume, will they see the value in this? If the value of reviews is truly valuable, yes, because they're going to see the ROI that they're going to receive. This isn't about just generating hundreds of reviews every month. This is about generating ROI by getting the reviews onto that business's Google business profile. It is the number one thing a business can do outside of having their Google business profile properly filled out and optimized and having a website online for there. Yes, it actually is highly important because it helps improve the overall ROI. And I teach that in the trainings from there. So in addition to that, let's talk about some of the other agency level enhancements that we've created for you guys as we've gone through. You're going to have more control and you're gonna be able to create more margin. Some of the stuff I already alluded to. Number one, agency level billing. You'll be able to control the pricing for some of the features that we're adding in. And like I've told you guys before, we are not just bolting on features to sell you more stuff around Reviewly. It does something extremely well. And we are not going to change the core of what it is. However, with smaller features like the AI enhancement, now that AI review agent that you have can be an upsell down the road. We have a deeper white label capability. What do I mean by that? So with a deeper white label capability, go into your agency name here, go into the white label settings. You have some deeper customization. And I know this might not be super zoomed in for you guys. There we go. Let me just do this. From here, this is a demo agency. I can update the header, subheader, your login page, and your order page, your subscription pages now can be customized from there. This has been out for a short period of time of a couple months now, but that's part of this fall release update that we're announcing to you guys today, the deeper white label. In addition to that, we are improving the way that physical devices work and making it more streamlined for you. So one of the big things that we had previously was when you had a device and you had a new client, you basically had to scan the device with your phone, log in, go through a process, and then assign it a Google Business Profile link and a location from there. Well, what we've done is we've actually included inside of the system underneath the devices tab, you can assign a new device. There is a camera option. What's up, guys? From here, you can actually just put the QR code up to the device. I don't know if this says is a fresh one or not. It will actually find that encrypted ID. You can name the device, select the location you want, and then do the standard add-on from there. In addition to that, inside of the account for the device, inside of the location. So this is my chef's buddy. This is his account from here. He's got 89 total reviews. He's got 2 more from our trip. So I can go in, I can do the scans. I can actually adjust and set and reset some of these scans as an agency as well. So actually, I think I need to go to the agency login. So give me one second. Go back to my devices. I can actually, there you go. You can actually reset the scans back to 0. You completely reset the device. You can reset the scans from there. And then if you have any questions on that, the support team can set you up. In addition to that, every single location, we talk about that review surge. Let me go back into the locations. You guys probably saw this previously, or if you're relatively new to the system, we actually generate a QR code. This is a location level QR code that will track as well. To get that information, you go to the feedback settings here. You go to the request settings. Here's your QR code. You can download the unique QR code. You can copy the URL. From there, you can put that URL in email. You can download the QR code, use that image anywhere you want, create your own marketing materials, digital materials as well, and set this up for your clients. It makes it very smooth and it makes it very easy from there. Oh, I accidentally opened up Zoom. Close that as we go. So this is everything you need to go out there and deploy at scale for a business owner. This is simple, easy, streamlined from there. In addition to that, we've had clients and potential clients outside the US, and I will be honest with you, we've struggled with a lot of this for about 9 months because we were told we would be able to make things work. We tried all these different companies, all these different things. From now, you have Twilio SMS, 2-way SMS in the US, Canada, UK, countries, Australia, that you have the ability to do 2-way SMS with from there. With us trying to expand into countries like India and some other countries in Europe like Greece, Cyprus, things like that, we ran into some hurdles. We implemented WhatsApp into our system, and WhatsApp's been in our system for a while. WhatsApp has some limitations where you have to connect and go through the process of fully verifying with Meta and setting this up. So that's outside of the control. And obviously for business owners, you want this simple and streamlined and easy from there. So what we've done is we have the physical product, but we wanted that digital component to be able to work and to go from there. So a couple of the big things that we did was we went out and we created a way to have the conversation happen with the business owner generating feedback from their client. I'll talk about the premium black card here in a little bit, but we've now created the ability to have worldwide coverage. We support 100 plus countries. I think it's like 120 that your agency can now serve as clients and expand your reach across the globe. We're doing that with a one-way SMS feedback link. Dom and the team spent weeks, if not months, going through trying to find solutions and software companies that promise that they can do it. Other alternatives, here's where we ran into issues. We ran into issues because a lot of countries required either you to go through a very detailed, long, potentially not even approved application process. Other countries just won't let you do it. But Twilio does allow one-way SMS to most of those countries from there. So what we did was we said, so I can send a link. I can send a URL. So in our feedback request process, what we do is we actually send them a link that then opens up our feedback assistant. This now goes from SMS to a browser. It's almost like a chat agent. So your AI feedback assistant, this is limited to non-US because US is 2-way SMS available. So you can't just turn this on for the US. This is only for countries that are not 2-way capable. It will send a one-time text message with the link. They click on that link and you can't do any follow-up. It will open to the feedback assistant and then it works just like normal all the way through from there. And then it opens your potential up to 100 plus countries that have 2-way SMS restrictions from there. Does that make sense to you guys? Give me a yes or a no in the chat. You can see why we're doing it this specific way. For a lot of you, this might be like, cool, I'm in the US. I only have clients in the US. It doesn't make sense. But for some of you, this is groundbreaking because there is not a process that is available for dozens, if not 100 plus countries to be able to use this as we go. Now, if you have any issue with that, talk to our support staff and they'll help you through it. Is there a list of countries? Yes. Matter of fact, it's on our website. Let's go to Reviewly.ai. And of course, I won't be able to find it. It might be under review management software, or forget where we put it. Oh, there you go. Explore coverage. You go into the countries, and here are all the countries. You actually do a search for yours. He did a great job of setting this up by all the countries. These are all the different countries that we serve now. And I'll put this in the chat for you guys as well that have restrictions. Slovakia, Slovenia, Serbia. Yes, we do have Serbia, Bijana. There you go. So, and if you have any questions, go to the search bar up top. It works really well. They tested the pants off of it. Some of those countries that you weren't able to reach before, now you can reach them from there. Now, let's talk about how this all ties in with the review snapshot. You know you're going to get them results. The review snapshot, by making this a 1-2 punch, locks in MRR. It gives them clarity of what's happening inside of the business. It allows you to have those conversations that lock in contracts. We talked about client blindness when we sold the review snapshot. Instead of sending complex analytics and data, you're going to give them a story of what's happening in the business. The magic happens in the overall prescription of the update of what's happening in the report and what they need to work on in the business. It doesn't overwhelm them. It takes just 90 seconds for you to set this up for them to get it and deliver that report. And it's truly proof that they can feel. This is tangible evidence of what they've received from you in the last week, 30 days, and it shows the journey, it shows the movement, it creates momentum, and it locks in that contract because it's a 1-2 punch. You can get the lead with the snapshot or the surge. You put them in Reviewly, and then you run the report monthly with the snapshot. This is proof plus performance. That's how you lock in MRR. This is how I lock in a 5-figure contract with one of my clients. I perform and I show them the proof on a regular basis. The snapshot shows the lift in reviews that you've been able to generate. Reviewly delivers that lift. And like we talked about, over the next couple of weeks before Black Friday, you want to run this for your business. You want to make this bundle an unstoppable retention tool for yourself. You got the review snapshot, access to Reviewly, and then we talked about this review surge for before Black Friday. If you make this an end of quarter surge, every single quarter you come to them and you spend 20 minutes with them every quarter, you will lock them in for life because a snapshot proves your value, Reviewly delivers the value, and then you get momentum with the surge. This is a great 1-2 combination with the software, and all those steps there make a huge difference as we get in. Daniel, review snapshot is the separate software. I'll give you a link to that here at the end. Right? We sold it like a week or two ago. We opened the doors. How do you package it? You want to keep it simple. You want to keep it sticky. You want to package it with review visibility, review velocity, and review sprints. That's how we talk about the VVS clarity. You talk about diamonds. I think VVS is a big one. So visibility, velocity, and sprints. That's how you get clarity for the business. These are 3 levers that you can offer in a simple $199, $299 a month package, encompassing everything I've just shown you here. The devices tied in with the yes method, which I haven't even talked about, get your foot in the door. The snapshot shows the overall idea of where the company's at. Offer them the review surge, and then you run the process like we talked about. If you position it this way, clients will upgrade, they will renew, they won't be questioning your monthly fee. As a newer agency, you're always worried. Look, I'm locked into an 8-figure client paying me a good amount every single month to consult. Even when the little things like yesterday, the day before happened, I was concerned. I was like, well, I know I'm safe, but you always have that moment of doubt. So if you're celebrating quarterly wins with the sprints, you're giving them the snapshot, giving them visibility of what you're doing for them, and Reviewly gives that velocity, you're going to lock them in as you go. Now, what's next? A couple of things. Number 1, upgraded multi-location management. We've had a couple of big clients. We're talking a dozen to 100+ locations that are looking for one login to see every location, total visibility, total clarity. We are working on that now. You'll be able to spot trends, top performers, and then replicate that success with insights, recognition, and faster action. It is going to go inside of your account underneath the account admin, and it's going to be tied somehow into the sub-users. We'll probably do multi-location as a separate tab or something along those lines. It'll be more than just being able to log into each dashboard. It will pull a dashboard. It'll pull a dashboard like this one in, and you'll have some filtering and things like that as we go. They're working on the UI UX for that now. It should be out by the end of November, and you will be upgraded to multi-location management as part of this fall release if you get in before we get set up from there. And I'll give you guys the links here in just a minute because I want you to lock in pricing. The current pricing model ends in mid-November. If you're an existing user, like Rick asked earlier, you're protected. Get in from there. Snapshot owners, you're unlocking all these perks as well. And then if you're a new user, I'm going to give you a link now. This is actually last spring's deal. I'm going to be closing this down. The pricing is going to go. If you're already a new agency, you're going to click on this link here, get your 45-day trial access. Plus, I'm going to give you our trifecta pack. That is 1 plate, 1 card, 1 sticker. From there, if you're an existing agency, you can get the trifecta pack as well. Just use that coupon code, and I want to get you guys in. Does this work? Yes. If you go through, these are anywhere from a month ago to 2 years ago. This is back in 2024. This one, that check. These are businesses that are getting reviews or agencies that have sold our service using the method that we're going to teach you as part of that overall review surge process. To get into that, all you got to do is go to the link on the screen. I'm going to put this up on the replay for you as well. This will be good until the pricing increase goes up. I've got a lot of little things I got to clean up in our side of our system. I will put it inside of the training from there as we go. And then if you want to get in on the review snapshot, here's the link with the overview of that webinar. And this is going to be for you, Daniel, and a couple of you guys that asked as well. Because Daniel, I know you got in after. This is the separate software from there. Those are the 2 big things that you guys want to get in on from there. Look, I'm not going to surprise you with the, oh, by the way, we upped our price. This is a soft pitch. I'm not going to hard close you on like, you got to get in, you got to get in, you got to get in. You'd be stupid not to get in, because at the end of the day, I've given you everything that you need to be successful with this package. After mid-November, the price will be fair. So don't think that like you're screwed, but you're not going to get this grandfathered in deal. After we do this update and I make the announcements, I change everything around and clean up some of my sales processes, that price is going to go up and you'll be warned with it. But just know that you're going to have a couple days to definitely lock this in. And I don't want there to be any surprises, just transparency. You guys know, no fluff, no BS as we get in. I will be adjusting the pricing, and then you guys can lock it in. It's just that simple. I want to make sure that you guys got fair warning as we get in. The momentum starts now. You guys have everything that you need to drop, ping, and then automate it. Deploy these new AI tools in your agency. I've given you the ability of how to set this whole thing up and to go through. From there, ability to launch that surge program. You'll have everything you need underneath the review snapshot training. Share all of your recent wins, and then let's finish that year strong as we go in. But the biggest thing with this is this just works. I was talking to a business owner, a new agency. I was talking to an experienced agency. I won't say who they are. They were just like, they were telling his friends, and other people like, this is the easiest thing you can do to get your foot in the door. You show them this device and go, hey, you got great service today. How do I leave you a review? If they go, or I'm not sure, go, hey, will this help you? I teach you that in the yes method. You guys have access to that in the Skool group, my most powerful package ever. Go in there, use it, get it, and then go from there. In addition to that, we just dropped these new black cards for review for the new tap cards. These are going to be available inside of the store for everybody. So go out there, use them. You can buy them in the store. We're going to be running a promotion with them eventually for there, but you guys can have first access to them. We've got the white labeled ones. We've got the stickers that are white labeled. We've got the white label versions of these. These are also white label, but they're black cards. They're like a premium black card. Folks like them. They're glossy. They're just sexy. From there, our dark mode cards do really, really well with business owners that are like more of a premium feel to their business. They like them, they love them, and they want them. So we've got 1,000 of them extra in stock, and you guys are gonna be able to get part of that as we get in from there. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything on my screen. We talked about the YouTube channels, the deals, getting in from there. Yep, I've given you guys all the questions and all the answers to everything that we're looking for as we get in. So that's the fall update for Reviewly.ai and what we've got. I've given you the links. Just comment down below. Let me know if you guys are going to be using this for the review sprint, the snapshot. If you have any questions as well, you've got the Skool group. I'll put the video in the Skool group as well, and then I'll send it out to everybody later today. Comment down below your thoughts, questions, and things like that, and I'll be able to answer them. Tag me. If you don't tag me, sometimes I don't see it for a day or a week. When I was traveling, I missed a couple of people for like 3 or 4 days because you didn't tag me. But I do respond to every DM. I do respond to every comment personally from there. And if you're watching it on YouTube channel, comment, like, subscribe to this channel. And if you comment down below, I will add you by giving you the link into the Skool group. From there, I practice what I preach. You guys are seeing that all of the updates, the AI enhancements, the upgrades and things like that, I want you to be successful because this is what successful in my business looks like. And we're bringing you guys along for the tow. This is something that we do use on an everyday basis. I've got clients that automate this. I don't even hear from clients. We just billed a client $3,500 for his annual plan a couple weeks ago. No ticket, no complaints, nothing, just using it for all his locations. And it's perfect. It's exactly what you want a client to be. And those are the ones that were like, oh, I think we just rebuild so-and-so. It's great to see that surprise money come in because it's just on autopilot. That's the power of the 1-2 punch with the review snapshot, with Reviewly.ai. And you're going to see that we're going to be bundling those things in with our services as well to local business owners. And I've just taught you exactly everything that we use from there. So here's go. We're going to go into the QA with this. And let me see what other questions have come up. Reviewly YouTube link doesn't work for me. You go into YouTube and you just type in Reviewly. It's this one from here. I don't know why it's not able to find it. I'm going to be doing some content on there as well. That's the fall 2025 update. Scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. How do you guys rate that feature upgrade and all the features that we added in and how it ties into the snapshot, how it ties into everything else? And if you're watching this on YouTube, when I post it there, because I'm going to post it there, I know, give me a comment down below and tell me what you'd rate this video from there, because we're going to try to blend this webinar with some YouTube content as well from there. Obviously, some soft pitch of the things that we've got, but you need to be able to get in there and have the tools and services. And then what I'll do is I'll link to those down below in the description of the video or in the Skool group. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, comment, like, subscribe, and then also go down and leave a comment down below for when I asked you, and we'll give you a link to our Skool group to be part of that community where I show in real time what we're doing over the shoulder for our business from there. Rated a 5, maybe I missed it, but the updates take effect. If you have any questions with that, ask our support team. They'll unlock it for you. I'll be good to go from there. I will say goodbye and sign off for now from sunny San Diego, my new home for the next year and a half or so from there. And then on to Cabo or stay here and go back and forth, set up. Talk with our support team. They're going to show you how to do that. But we have a subdomain that's white labeled private domain from there. And then second question, the QR code tied to a plate or the Google Business Profile. So Joe, there's training on that. Each of the devices, these are a closed loop system. We actually own the URL and the QR code inside of our system. You can edit it, adjust it, change it, turn it on, turn it off from there. The QR code inside of the software is a secondary code that we generate, and you can direct them wherever you want with that to the Google Business Profile. You want to send them to the Google Business Profile to leave a review as quick as possible. Any other question on that, ask our support team. We can go from there. And then I think that's set up. Yeah, so it goes to the Google Business Profile, Joe, from there. So thanks for everybody that joined us. Thanks for everybody that watched this video or on the replays. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.